Wonder Wheel. I don't want to go through life being a Wonder Wheel murderer.
Everybody, what's going on? And welcome to another episode of Collectable Past, where we're going to hang out. We're going to talk about some of the cool items that we picked up, some of the awesome stuff that we see out there, and of course, just all the good times that we're having with all these collectibles. And of course, I am not alone, Guinea, on this adventure. I'm joined by two more Guineas. We got Vinnie Art. What's up, Vinnie?
Hey, man. I'm glad to be back for a bit here. Well, we'll see what's happening on my channel soon, but yeah, no, it's awesome. Looking forward to talking about toys and having a good time with my friends here.
I know. I mean, you are going through one hellacious move, and it is good to have you back with us.
Thanks, brother. Yeah, man. Great to be back.
And we are also joined by the mistress of horror. We got Trina from Real Horror. What's up, Trina?
Hey, how's it going? Happy to be here tonight. Good to see you guys, and happy to be with Vinnie again. And nice to see everybody in the chat as well.
Nice.
Awesome.
It's always a pleasure to have you on with us. And I know sometimes
she brings the class.
She does. She classes up the joint because everybody knows that I am the most horrible guinea pig on the face of the earth.
Nah, you're awesome. That's why I'm here.
Let's say hi to all the good people in the chat. So we've got Chaos Hoy jumped in first. What's up, Chaos, man? I know you said you were doing well, and I appreciate you stopping in and looking forward to what we're going to be showing off here tonight. Curtis YZ, my man, is in the chat. What's up, Curtis? I hope that you're doing okay as well. We also got Grob Knob. That's true. What up, Grobbers, man? Good to see you again. I'm glad that you're here. We got Liam. We got Conquest Comics. What's up, Liam? We're over in the studio working. If you want to pop off into the off air after the show, Vinnie, nice. Hey, all right.
Cool.
Go ahead. Man. Steal my panelist. Why don't you, Liam?
No, he said after. He said after.
I know. I'm being a wise ass. But no.
Later, guys.
There's been a lot of exciting stuff that I've seen out in the shelves lately, and I've actually been blown away with some of the things that I'm seeing. I'm actually starting, believe it or not, I am starting to see a reversal in the way Hasbro is thinking and the garbage that they've been pushing on the shelves. They're actually starting to get back into the real G1 looking figures and some newer figures that I was actually kind of surprised. Somebody picked me up a couple pieces from Legacy. They were smaller pieces. They were core figures, which I will get into later. And one is but the other one looks pretty fantastic. But the surprise is the twist that's in those figures, which we'll get into once I get into that segment that's later on in the show. But I want to start off with, since we got Trina here, let's start off with some horror figures. So everybody knows that I have a huge collection of horror figures from NECA, and some of them are from one of my favorite franchises out there, and that would be Gremlins. So I got some of these NECAs that I'm finally breaking out after all this time. I had to wipe the dust off the boxes to get them out to start filming because it's been so long. But you know what? I've been pretty impressed with most of these. There's a few misses along the way, but, let's not keep the people in the chat waiting. Let's show off the first one right now. There you are. I was wondering if you would show up for this one. Get ready to be amazed and astounded. If you're not astounded, I have a solution for that too. Now just hold still. Everybody, what's going on? We are hanging out with Stripe, the horror icon pig. Then what are we showing off today? From NECA, Gremlins 2, the new batch. We got Ultimate Brain. This one looks really cool. I've actually been sitting on this one for quite some time, meaning to get the review done. And you know what? I can't wait to get this one out and take a look at it. So here we go. That's Brain right out of the package. So here he goes. This one looks pretty cool. I like the soft goods that he has on. The jacket does have a Velcro thing, so it can open technically. You can take this jacket off. He does have articulation here. He's got a bend at the elbow. It doesn't go as far up as I would like to see. The shoulders go up about that far and come back down.
They do go all the way up around to the point that they hit the ear. They go all the way back. You do have to be careful about this right here. So he's got this elbow joint thing. It will poke right through the shirt when you bend the elbow all the way up. There's no way to avoid that. Let's get into all the extras he comes with.
I trust that's not the brain hormone that creature's drinking.
With a few different hands, one of which is holding the brain formula flask that he used to get all his smarts. Here's a close-up of the flask. One of his other hands in there, and like we see in the beginning, he's got his pipe and he's got his syringe. The syringe is actually pretty cool too. The syringe does extend back and forth, so you kind of get that look like he's getting ready to inject somebody. That's pretty cool. That, if I had a mini skull to put in his hand, you could imagine him reciting some Shakespeare. Overall, I gotta say this figure is very nice. Unfortunately, with the limited posability in there and the ends of these arms coming through the soft goods, I think that's a bit of a miss. And because of that, the best I can give this figure is a 7. There was some things they could have changed. They could have did a little bit different to make this figure a lot better than what it is. Once again, I'm pretty sure this is one of the reuses of an old mold that NECA tends to like to do, but overall, it is still an amazing looking figure. There is some really good detail in the face of this figure and throughout the body of the skin that you see, and the cloth goods are really cool looking as well.
Talk a little bit about what's going on in this room, because I think there are some fascinating ramifications here for the future.
Pretty cool looking, man.
Yeah, he is awesome. He's one of my favorites besides Gizmo. I wasn't gonna get any more Gremlin NECAs. Now I might have to find Brain.
Yeah, that thing looked really good.
Yeah, Curtis, so much detail. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the paint application's so good on those things too.
It's absolutely beautiful, and it's really hard to capture how well that they detailed those figures. But luckily, the camera on my phone does capture most of it, and that thing is absolutely gorgeous. It is a gorgeous figure, and like I said, I would have given this a 9 out of 10, maybe even a 10 out of 10 if they would have made a few small changes. One, a little bit, better with the articulation. It's not like it didn't have any articulation, but it was slightly limited in the lower legs, and of course in the elbow joints. I don't know why they never made some better elbow joints with those Gremlin figures. And of course, the other thing is the back of the scale armor off his elbow is the one that pokes through the jacket.
Yeah. So
with something like that, they should have just had that shaved off or something. Like they could have did something to change the mold so that didn't poke through the damn cloth goods. Yeah,
that it's rounder, so I won't do that.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's another giveaway that they reuse those molds, and you can't really fault them for that because I mean, technically, there are people who are going to want to take off the clothes too if they want to do almost a reenactment before he drank it, and then after I don't know. It's whatever. People they have all their different quirks and what they want to do, but it's cool that they give you those options.
Yeah.
So.
And even the fine detail that they had, even in the pipe, and I didn't do the close up on the pipe on this. I actually have a full review that's going up where it shows the pipe and they did the ring around the pipe where you'd see the connection between the back end of the pipe and the actual bowl section. So there's a nice little silver ring connector there that it looks like, and then it's got the open end of the bowl. So technically, if you wanted to put smoke or something coming out of the bowl in a diorama piece or whatever, you could do that. I mean, I just did them with a little, a little couch sitting on the couch like he did in the movie, like he's giving the interview. So I did that, but there's so many things that you could do with this figure. And then the little syringe, like the fact that syringe moves too. So it looks like he's injected. That is another really incredible touch that they added to this figure.
Yeah, I love how NECA does that. Those tiny little details, that syringe is such a tiny. I don't think people realize how much of a how small of a piece that is, and to make it like that detailed, that just really impresses me. I love that.
Yeah,
absolutely.
That is always so cool. I love every company that when they do stuff like that, where they have like the translucent pieces. Because I mean, again, there's so much stuff that again mimics glass and other things of that nature, and it's awesome. And they're great with like effects and stuff too, with certain characters and different lines. You know, if they have like magic powers and stuff, they just have like a tinted version of like that type of plastic.
Yeah.
The translucent one. Yeah, no, it's good stuff. I love when they do that. Gap After Dark. What's up, man?
Yeah, what's up, Gap After Dark in the house. What's up? I hope you're doing well. We also got the Vamp in the house. What's up, Draven? Good to see that you were down Draven. With us. Keely Chow is also in the chat. What's up, Keely? I hope that you were doing well. Yeah, it's a funny little figure from the movie. Yeah, I've got a whole bunch of them. I got a whole crate full of these things, and I'm just starting to get through them. And one that I'm actually looking to review, and I've been looking to review for quite some time, but I cannot locate it in the disaster. Is the room with all my toys, is that Gamer Gremlin, because I wanted to compare it to the one that Trina had to see what differences were there, because originally it was supposed to be a GameStop exclusive.
Yeah. I'm wondering if it originally was an exclusive and then they like broadened it to other stores.
I think it's possible with the re-release, because that's what they do a lot. They re-release. So.
Oh yeah, that could. Oh yeah, that could be.
Yeah, because I saw mine. Well, I didn't buy it. I saw it at Best Buy. I came close to buying it. I really wanted it at the time, and I'm like, eh. And then I saw them at Target not too long ago, and I couldn't at the time either. I was getting other stuff, but food and home shit. Yeah. But I didn't open them up that time. But I know in Best Buy he came with the little arcade thing, the mini arcade game. He came with that one. I didn't check the one at Target though.
Well, I know the one that I picked up from Target, he does come with a small arcade game.
Okay.
And
it's
the same. Blue. It's blue in color, and it kind of reminds me of the old Donkey Kong mini arcades. That's what it reminds me of.
Yeah, I bet it's the same one. Yeah, it's probably like Vinnie said, the re-release.
Yep.
Well, it would be nice when they do the exclusives, if there's actually something exclusive to that store. And I would say Mattel is one of the companies that actually did it right when they released some exclusives, because was it you and I talking about it recently, Trina? We were talking about the flocked panther.
Yeah, flocked panther. Yeah.
And I was telling you that was actually a Walmart exclusive, because if you go to Target, like when I picked up Castle Grayskull from Target, on the back of that box, because it doesn't matter if Walmart has that Castle Grayskull or not, there's other stores that, are getting the same damn product. On the back of that, if you see the Panther in the back of the Castle Grayskull, it's the non-flocked version. And that's the version of Panther that I seen at Target. But I had already picked up the one at Walmart when they first came out. And that was 2019 or something. 2019 or 2020. Because I picked it up actually when I was up in Jersey cleaning up my father's house. I'd stopped in a Walmart, seen that flock version. I was like, oh yeah, that's coming back. What the hell? I'm already packing up a whole house full of shit. What's a few more items? Next thing you know, it was 5 crates more of items that
Yeah.
Yeah, that Panther was awesome looking. I almost got that and Battle Cat, but I was like, I gotta stop. But
my God, if you decide you want to get Battle Cat, go out to Ollie's. They have Battle Cat out there now for something like $15 or something.
Oh, really? Well,
Nice.
The closest Ollie's I found out is in I think it's Woburn, Mass, or I think it's Woburn, Mass. So it's kind of a trek. Maybe I could find it online though or something, but I'm not going to, since they didn't do the She-Ra's
Pegasus.
her Pegasus. I decided to not get any of the rides.
I'm really surprised they haven't.
I know.
That's weird, because they gave her the alternate. You're talking about the one that you reviewed, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they gave her the alternate headpiece and the cape when she's supposed to be on the Pegasus.
Yep.
So what the hell?
I think they probably had plans to make it, and then I don't know.
Expensive.
Maybe they just decided not to. It really is a shame. It's a shame. I can't believe they didn't even make it for the Origins line.
Well, that's what I was going to say too. Yeah, because the one that Trina has is for the Masterverse line, and again, those were great. I did see Zordak, but I couldn't get him. He looked good though. He looked good.
Yeah, he's a cool figure. I reviewed him. Is that the one? No, Hordak. Yeah, I reviewed Hordak.
All right. The other one, he has the red chest piece and that red mask thing.
Zodak.
Oh, that was a Zodak.
Okay.
I said Zorak. I got him confused. I merged the names. Oh shit! But yeah, I saw him and he did look good. It was a Masterverse one. But the face, the skin, the paint job on the skin was terrible. You could tell that they just molded the whole piece in red and then just painted over his face because it didn't match the body. It's like, what the hell is this? They went down a cheap route.
I hate when they do that.
Yeah, that means they're probably going to end the line soon if they're doing that type of shit. They're cutting corners like that.
Well, they were cutting corners in their Origins line, but I mean, hopefully they hear people that have been bitching about it, like me. I've been nonstop bitching about what they did with Rattler and Mechaneck, and I know there's other people, because guess what? I've been watching those things still sitting on the damn shelves at Target, and they're being discounted now, including that stupid 3-pack at Target with Sunman, Pigface, and Space Sumo or whatever. What's going on, Slasher?
What's up,
Slasher?
What's up, everybody?
But hey, you know who's still doing it right? Because I want to keep the fun going with another figure. Yeah, I bet you ain't going to be able to figure out what line this is from. But
hold on a sec though. Is that Terry Funk?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
I forgot how brutal some of his matches were. Sorry.
But yeah, here we go. Here's another one from NECA that is absolutely stunning. And guess what? Yeah, it's from that same franchise.
Hey guys, what's going on? We are hanging out with Stripe, the horror icon pig, and what we're going to show off today, of course, is horror related from NECA and Gremlins. We got this huge accessory kit. This thing does not even barely fit into the camera angle, but first up, we got the mini Gizmo and a little Corvette. This thing actually has rubber tires sitting on the bottom. Now that's actually pretty cool. The Gizmo figure is not just a static figure. It does have a moving head, and the arms do move a little bit. The other mini Gizmo, of course, as well has head movement up in there, and he does have arm movement. And of course, we have the extra head, the mugger head. Let's go ahead and get him on one of the Gremlins. There you effectively have the Mugger Gremlin. I don't have the gun. Actually, I think the gun did come in with the Flasher Gremlin. Here we have the Flash Dance Gremlin. I will say, getting these leggings over the toes really sucked. I really thought that soft good was just going to completely pull apart. Of course, last but not least, we got the big cocoon for the Gremlins. I would say that this is actually the standout piece in the whole lot, and it really is a shame because some of those accessories, the mugger head is pretty cool. That by itself is not an issue. The Flash Dance costume with the lower leggings wanting to tear apart by the time you get them on or off a Gremlin is a huge miss for me. The small Gizmo in the Corvette, while cool, I don't think is really needed. I would say that this one is a bit of a miss for NECA. There's so much more that they could have done with this to make it right. Maybe eventually they will go back to the drawing board and they will fix the mistakes with this one. But as for right now, the best that I could give this accessory set because of the egg and the mugger head is a 6 out of 10. And I think I'm being a little bit generous, quite honestly, at this point. Anyway, guys, that's our thoughts on this. Be sure to let Stripe know what you think about this one. Later, y'all.
I love the mugger head. That is the best.
Yeah, that looked great.
It did look incredible. And what's going on, Ancient One? Good to see you, man. Good to see you, man. I hope you're doing well. Papa Cotton also in the house. What up, Papa?
Hell yeah.
Papa Cotton.
You know what? Really, the mugger head and that egg were absolutely incredible. And I'm not saying anything to knock the little gizmo in the car, but you know what? Everybody tries to say, "Oh, well, that's to scale. That's to scale." No, it's not, because then you're saying that Gizmo is about the size of somebody's hand. Gizmo is a little bit bigger than that because Billy took 2 hands to pick Gizmo up. Gizmo's a little bit bigger than a freaking like a teddy bear for a gremlin. He's a little bit bigger than that because the gremlins are not as tall as the humans. They're still shorter than the humans. So that scaling size on that gizmo in that Corvette is way off. And quite honestly, I don't think it's needed. They could have gave extra hands. They could have gave some other extra heads. There was a lot of other things they could have did. The Flashdance outfit, while really cool, the shirt was fine, but the lower leggings were not elastic at all. They felt like sock material, like lower sock material, not even upper sock material. So it didn't feel like there was enough stretch in it. So the minute I started pulling it, instead of like stretching, it started tearing. And I was like, son of a bitch. Like, why would they do that?
What they should have done was just put another figure in there instead of the cardboard cutout. Then it would have made it very substantial, and people would have jumped all over that.
You know what? I personally would have been happy with just some extra heads or some extra attachments. I mean, because there were so many other gremlins in the movie that they've never even touched. Here, for example, they could have included the popcorn bucket-headed gremlin that you see in the movie theater. They could have done that.
Oh,
why didn't they?
That one is in the Gamer Gremlin.
Is that in the Gamer Gremlin box?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.
I love that piece.
You're right. You're right.
Yeah, I love that piece.
Yeah, that's cool.
But you know, Trina was talking about some of the hands that on Gizmo were just absolutely horrible. Why didn't they just include some extra hands for Gizmo?
Right? Yeah.
There was a lot they could have done. I mean, overall, I still think it's a nice set.
Yep.
You know, for the pieces that are worth having this set for, but the extras, I had no interest in. What's going on, Lurch Troll? Good to see you.
Oh, Lurch Troll.
3 apples tall, a Smurf. Cocaine is a hell of a drug. So, what are your thoughts on that one? I mean, I know Trina was outspoken about it.
Yeah, there was some good things, and like you said, some shortcomings for sure. The stuff that was there did look pretty good, but like you said, if they have such defective like soft goods like that, you know that's something that they should have taken care of. You know, QC issues like that, quality control. That's for sure. I did like Gizmo in the pink Corvette. I mean, that looked pretty damn cool, and especially that they have rubber tires on it. But like you said, if the size is kind of off, some certain things are out. I don't know. Was that a re-release as well, that set?
I am uncertain. I forgot to check the bottom of the figures just because usually it's a giveaway because they always have the stampings on the bottom. But I didn't even check that. I didn't even think to.
Yeah, I don't know. When you do accessory packs like that, I had gripes with them in the past. I've seen the Dracula coffin. I've seen that one in Target. Nobody's buying it. I think there was one that was bought, and then every time I go there, it's always there. Because it's not enough, you know, not enough items in there. The price that they're asking for is ridiculous. It's like the price of another figure. And for what? For an empty box and like 3 creatures of the night? I'm good.
Yeah, that's the same situation at the local comic book stores. They always have Frankenstein's accessory set, and that's always there. And it's expensive. I'm not getting that.
It is, and they jack the price up on it. Especially comic shops. They price gouge over there.
Yeah.
So we're talking like Target. I mean, that's retail, and it's still way too much money. I think it was like $30 or $35.
I think it was slightly more than that, actually.
I thought the price in my Target was something like $42 for those sets because they had Dracula, they had Frankenstein, and they had the Mummy.
Well, then there you go. It is the price of another figure.
Yeah.
Ridiculous. And I think the Wolfman, when I got him, I think he was 35. I don't even think he was 42.
Yeah, see, you guys are lucky. You can find them at your department stores. I can never find them in mine.
Well, not all of them. Like I said, there's been a handful of them.
Yeah.
I got lucky with a few. Yeah, Wolfman right now, if you go on Target, he's a black and white one's $35.
Yeah, see, I still see them all the damn time in most of my targets. I see all of them. I see the colored version of Dracula, the black and white version. I still see the Wolfman, usually both in color and black and white. Frankenstein. The only one I think I don't see in Target is I don't see the Mummy. And the only place I've ever seen the Mummy was actually in a Walmart. But all those other figures, I'm still seeing them at my Targets.
That's crazy.
Wow.
Yeah, I still have yet to see the Bride of Frankenstein in those stores. I seen the color version at a comic shop. They were asking for too much, and I did not like it colored. They made her hair too like reddish brown. It looked off.
Oh no. Okay, so that's already come out.
Apparently so. Yeah.
Oh, by the way, I wanted to say real quick before you continue, Trina. You know what I did see? It is official. They are doing the Creature from the Black Lagoon in the glow in the dark. Booyah!
Oh, nice.
That's funny.
That one I definitely want the colored version of him.
Yeah, I've got them on pre-order, and I've had the Bride of Frankenstein on pre-order for a while now.
Oh wow!
From
colored or black and white.
I think it's the color version. But yeah, I think it's at Entertainment Earth.
Okay. Yeah, I'm curious to see how that one's going to turn out, because the one that I saw in the comic shop, I didn't like the way that the color just looked on her. It just didn't look right.
I know what you mean, because I feel like she looks good with the dark hair.
Yeah, because to me it looked like jet black in the black and white, but apparently I guess it was lighter. But I don't know.
It's reddish. It's like an auburn, I guess, is the real color of her.
Well, they say the same thing about like some of those earlier shows, like the Munsters and Addams Family, like some of the early black and white stuff. They said that if you looked at the color palettes that they were using, it was pretty crazy looking. It didn't look anything like you think it would look like. But real quick, I would like to get Slasher's thoughts on that Gremlin accessory pack since he jumped in.
I mean, it's cool, but what did they want to charge for that pack?
It was about $40 for that damn.
Yeah, that's a little much. Not much. It's cool though, but $40 for an accessory pack, that's excessive.
Yep. Too rich for a lot of people's bloods. That's not good, man. That's why I passed on a lot of their shit. Because same deal. Like if it's something I'm gonna buy from them, it's got to be something that I really really like, and especially now, I'm gonna be selling more stuff and getting rid of more shit for sure. Don't have space, and I'd rather get the money.
Agent One, Tommy and the Guinea Pig has yet to do his real face reveal. It happens to be none other than a cute, fuzzy guinea pig who sits in a mini room typing on a mini computer. And Gap, yes, thank you, Gap. Be sure to check out the description for all the great YouTubers you should be following, because I've got a hell of a list sitting down there for all the good people, And there's so many more that I would like to include, but I'm only allowed to put so many things when I'm putting up the description. Trina has an echo. The echo.
Okay, so how do I fix that or check for that?
Don't know.
I didn't hear an echo initially, so I don't know.
Yeah, I don't see the avatar moving either.
Echo?
No,
nothing.
Okay.
Not fine.
All right.
Okay. Well, we'll keep an eye on it then.
Yeah, I heard it briefly before, but it was only like you said one or two things, and it echoed, but that was about it. I thought I had more of an echo, to be honest.
Okay, so I have one more I'm going to show off, and then the floor is open to anybody else that wants to jump in with a topic. So Once again, this is Gremlin related, and this one is actually the bounce back figure. So the accessory pack kind of went down a little bit, but this one I think is it's damn near perfect. I think this one is damn near perfect. So here we go. Check it out and let me know what you guys think about this one.
Hey everybody, what's going on? Here we are with Stripe. Here we go. From NECA, we got the Ultimate Gremlin. This one looks pretty cool, and I can't wait to get this one out of the package and show him off with all his really cool accessories. So with the Ultimate Gremlin right out of the box, this one looks really nice. The detailing, again, the detailing that NECA does with all these things is absolutely amazing. A fair amount of articulation. So here we go with some of the accessories comes with it. As you've seen in the opening, he's got 2 popcorn bags he could stick on his ears, or technically could put them in his hands. Of course, he also comes with his 3D glasses. He comes with a little bottle, or should I say a soda container full of cola. That's pretty cool. He does come with also 2 candy bars. So he comes with the Doodah bar, and he comes with the Brad Bites. Thought that's all he came with, you would be wrong. He comes with a set of playing cards, which is very difficult to keep in his hand. He comes with a frothy mug of beer. There go the cards. And he also comes with a little cigarette to put in his mouth. I really like all the extras. The frothy mug can also, this top can come out of it. So technically you can have an empty mug of beer too that you could slam up on the bar because he wants the barkeep. Give me more! So with a ton of really cool accessories with this guy. And of course, all the amazing detail in there. Anyway, guys, overall though, I do think that this is a fairly nice one. This one's pretty cool. I would probably give this one an 8 out of 10. It's just lacking a little bit in the way of articulation, but all the accessories that this thing comes with, they're pretty cool because you can create a bunch of different gremlins if you were looking to gremlin build by buying a bunch of this same figure. Anyway, guys, I like this one, but be sure to let Stripe know what you think about it. Later, y'all.
Yum.
He is cool.
Yeah, cool.
Very cool. I like those things, man.
I like the candy that he comes with. It's pretty funny.
The Doodah bar and Brad's Bites. Everybody in the chat seems to like these ones too. You know what? These Gremlins ones, I think they're most of them are just so well done. And even if the articulation isn't perfect, the detailing on every last one of these figures, including all the accessories, are always on point. These things look fantastic. Or sometimes there are a few misses, like you get like that Flashdance outfit in the accessory pack, or the soft goods being poked hole. But I mean, the way they look great until unfortunately some of them might get ruined. But they look like they're ripped right from the movie. And I do appreciate NECA's attention to detail when it comes to that stuff. I just wish that they would figure out the rest of it to make every single one of them a 10 out of 10. Because I have reviewed a few figures from NECA, like that Splinter from Eastman and Laird's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles from the old comic. And that was perfect. That was a 10 out of 10 for me. There was no flaw in that thing that I could find. They could do the same thing with these NECAs with just some moderate upgrades to the original molds.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, it's crazy, man. But they just keep hitting out of the park. I'm looking on the Target website too. They have the Ultimate Back to School Gremlin as well. And
that's the only one I don't have.
And there's
I've seen them, and I just keep forgetting to pick them up.
Okay, and they have Santa Stripe with Gizmo as well.
Yeah.
I didn't even know they made that. So yeah, he's in the Santa outfit. Pretty cool. I don't know, man. Yeah, they just keep doing such a great job.
I gotta mute 1 second, Tommy. I'll be back in a minute.
No problem. No problem.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Going back for a sec to in the Universal Monster stuff. It's like I don't know. I'm collecting all of the colored ones, like the key monsters that I really like. But I think I'm gonna get the black and white one of the Bride if I see her somewhere. Because I don't know. I just think it looks way better that way.
Yeah, you might be right. I mean, I might end up doing that as well. See how it looks when it comes in, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, those Gremlins, they did such an awesome job on the Gremlins figures.
Oh, absolutely.
They're so.
Well, Lurch Troll's like, yeah, the cigarette accessory was perfect.
Yeah, it was.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Trina.
I actually can't remember what I was about to say.
You were saying that everything that they've done with this series has been damn near perfect.
Yeah, they're just such fun figures, the Gremlin figures.
Mm-hmm.
Even though like it's pretty much the same mold, they're just so fun with all the accessories that they come with.
Yeah. But again, it's that second movie that they had so many different versions. They made it so fun.
Yeah.
Well, here's the one thing that knocks it out of the park for me when it comes to NECA and the Gremlin figures is and I hate using that damn word, but it does actually apply right here, the diversity of the accessories that they come with. So you get a figure like you're getting this guy and you're looking at him, he comes with the popcorn thing, so you've got the movie theater Gremlin. But he also comes with the beer and the playing cards and the cigarettes, and now you've got the bar scene Gremlin. Or any other Gremlin in between that could have used those different accessories. So it's like a multitude of scenes that you could use one Gremlin for. And I really do appreciate that because it's not limiting the figure to say, hey, it's...
Yeah, that is cool.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So cool.
Now, what's up, Time Prophet?
Mm-hmm.
What's up, Time Prophet?
What's up, buddy?
Yeah, everybody's talking about the beer. I like that too. That was a little extra detail that they didn't need to add. They added the frothy beer, but the froth can come out so it could be an empty mug of beer as well.
Yeah, that's cool too.
That's sweet. That's it. That's thinking about the extra stuff. It's good.
Yeah.
But did anybody else have anything? Don't make this be an all pig show.
I only have shorts again. I don't even know when I'm going to be able to film something again. But hold on, I could show you my shorts.
I hope they're clean.
Always. So here's a Casey Jones.
Son of a bitch.
Again, I don't know why my brain. But again, I've been fried. I mean. You don't know how brutal that move was. I just looked at the tracker on my phone. I put 30 miles on I walked the distance of 30 miles in like a couple of days. It's ridiculous. That's many flights of stairs and everything. But I thought that this was the same one that Tommy reviewed, but it's not. This is the Eastman and Laird one. And I remember now, the knees on the one that you had, they were like ripped. That you could see the skin. I think they were a different color. The mask was different. Yeah. Oh man, that sucks. Had I known, Tommy. Had I known. I
know that's the one I've been looking for. My stores haven't had them.
Son of a. Well, like I said, next time when I go there, I'll take a look and see if they still have them for you.
I don't care if you got to knock over a few small children. I want that thing.
Okay. When the cops come, I'll be like, "Hey, listen, I had to. My buddy needed them."
You don't understand what it's like to deal with a room full of angry guinea pigs.
Right? Come on now. So there's that. And I actually did see the Herbert West over in Target. And
nice.
He looked damn good. I think they just got the shipment in because they had maybe 3 or 4 of them. But yeah, he looked fantastic.
Oh, man. Yeah.
I was going to say, you got to show the back of the box. I like how they've been doing that with all the Toony Terrors lately. They've been giving them different scenes in the back.
Oh, for sure. And apparently he comes with John Kerry's head.
I know, that's what I was thinking.
I remember it was that dick from the movie who yeah, he ended
It's
up,
from a movie called The Reanimator.
Yeah.
It's a horror movie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
go check. It's on Tubi. Reanimator was fantastic. We did a review on Trina's channel.
Yeah, great movie.
Such a good movie. And yeah, the thing about this guy, I don't know if you can see, they actually painted the glasses on his face. That was the thing that was kind of interesting about it. I'm like, okay, so they didn't put an extra piece of plastic on it. They just literally just painted the rim. So when you turn them, you can see here.
Oh yeah.
It's crazy. I'm like, well, I guess it's just part of it, the cartooniness about it. It threw me off, but it doesn't bother me as much. Like I was kind of looking at him in the store. I'm like, it still works. Still looks good.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get him. He's awesome. I got the NECA Real Toys version, not the ultimate.
Like the
box.
8-inch one.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, and he looks awesome. I got to do a review on him. I'm way behind on these.
Yeah, there's still some that I had to pack away in order to get into the new place, and I'm like, I don't even know where half this shit is now.
You want to talk about behind? Shall I show you pictures of how far behind I am reviewing things, Trina?
Well, okay, so I don't have like bins and bins and bins.
I have a whole room dedicated to all of them. But there's so many in there, I can't film in there.
Yeah. What once you got to get out of a place, it's like, now we see the problem that I have. Because I would have gotten him if this was like a couple months ago. I would have picked him up. Nope, not now.
Oh, you didn't get him. Oh, that sucks.
No, I would have, but it's like,
I see him all over the place in my Target, and you know what? I didn't mind the Reanimator. I thought it was okay. I can't say it was one of my favorite movies, so it's probably not one of the Toonie Terrors I'm going to pick up.
Yeah,
I'm actually being very, very finicky about which ones I'm picking up for Toonie Terrors because I don't want to fall into that trap of trying to collect that whole line too. I've already got way too many lines that I'm trying to collect everything.
That is a major problem. I'm going now. I'm cutting stuff down to literally the stuff like I definitely want, like die hard about, and it has to be under a certain price for me. If they start jacking these things up even more, it's like, all right, I'll just bow out of these lines. You know.
Yeah.
Like I love the gargoyle stuff. I saw Brooklyn one time in a comic shop. Price was too high, and then I never saw him again. I think Broadway just came out as well. He's the fatter kind of gargoyle dude. He's got like a light greenish blue kind of skin color. I only seen him online. I have not seen him in stores, but apparently he's out as well. I don't know. Well, we'll see. But
no, that's one thing. It seems that a few of my Targets have been really stocking up on lately, Vinny, is the gargoyle figures. Because I would see maybe about 4 or 5 of them on average at Target. Now I'm seeing like maybe a quarter of a shelf in the bottom of the NECA stuff. That's just nothing but gargoyle all the way back.
Holy crap.
Like they are just like stocking up on them now. Like from what I understand though, there's actually a guy from NECA that comes and usually that sometimes will stock the shelf.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, not always, but most of the time, I think it's a guy from NECA that actually comes out and puts stuff on the shelf.
Target doesn't have regular boxes. You're right. There is like a representative that comes from NECA.
What's up? I'm not creative.
What's up?
Hello. But I mean, again, that's all I have for this week. But still pretty cool. You know, I think these things do look excellent. But I don't know. Do they ever go on sale? These things?
Very rarely. Here's the way I usually get them is because the wife has the Target app, and she has like a Target red circle card or whatever the hell the card is. I don't even know anymore. But whatever that is, they actually offer special discounts for figures and from certain lines or from certain companies. So yeah, when they
nice.
come through, that's usually the time. Like, okay, if there's a few others I was on the fence about, now's the time to get them.
Yeah.
Nice.
Practice guitar on Rocksmith, cool.
Sweet.
Very nice. Slasher, do you have anything tonight, or?
Yeah, sure. Give me 1 second. 1 second, I'll get it out of the box right here.
Let's see what else we got going on in the chat. That don't work. Do the same thing and then delete your cache and try again. I don't know. Somebody, what's going on? Some reason, no reason at all. I'm unable to like your last stream. Yeah. I know. They have been playing games with me, and I had to call them out publicly on Twitter before they gave me some of my watch hours back. But they only gave me a smattering of the watch hours that I should have got back because, well, they're pricks.
Yeah, they
and
are.
you know, somebody said, "Oh, well, you know, you were all the views that you got from your videos and live streams last year are disappearing." And I looked. The last time I did a video was months before now last year, and I had only did 2 live streams within the same time frame. So no, I've done more live streams and I've done an assload more videos. So my watch hours still should have went up.
Yep.
But what you got, Slasher?
You know, I got a shit ton of friggin' comic book figures that, comic book figures. This one, I know it's a Toy Biz one, but it's not Marvel Legends. I think it's Marvel Select or whatever the hell it was.
Or Diamond Select.
Ooh,
Oh,
right here.
nice.
Oh yeah, he does look good. That's the ultimate one, I think.
Yeah, well, he came with Peter Parker trapped in the back, like the back thing that came with him is Peter Parker stuck up against the wall with his mask off. He like
Nice.
the symbiote's like sticking him to the wall.
Yeah, that's
But
a cool looking design.
I love the way that shit's coming off on the shoulders. Love that.
Yep. That
The only
is
thing
awesome.
is he can't really stand too well. That's the only thing because of the way his legs are. You can't really.
Yeah.
Like, you only like up or down, side to side. You can't really
Right.
straighten up the legs.
Yeah, they started getting better later
But I
on.
love
But
that. I love that face.
yeah, the upper
Yeah.
half looks so good.
It's like
Yeah.
That is
the
awesome.
That's wicked
Yeah, yeah.
cool.
Mm-hmm. I dig that.
but his arms don't really. Yeah, his arms are really pretty limited too. He's more for posing than anything.
Yeah, like a little statue to put on the desk. Which
But-
is cool.
Yeah. That's what I
Well,
got.
weren't the Marvel Selects almost the same way?
Diamond Select.
No. Like the oh Jesus, the ones that came in the big giant blister pack, like the one you showed last time, Slasher, and I was talking about the Wolverine and the Gambit.
Oh, those are just Marvel Legends. Those are
Legends. That's it. The
Marvel
Marvel Legends. The old
Yeah.
school Marvel Legends. They were almost statuesque too. They didn't have like a lot of posability to them.
Well, some of them did. Like I have a saber-toothed one. He's got, you could even move his, the joints on his fingers.
Nice.
There's no Venom without Spider-Man. And Gap says that's very cool.
Mhm.
Yeah, I like seeing that old stuff.
That is-
And since Slasher's showing old stuff, I'm going to go back into creatures since everybody's kept the creature related so far. I'm going to show these off. Boom! Old G1 Transformers, Papa, Cotton, wherever you are, have a drink. So we got the G1 Grimlock sitting here in all his glory, and look at that. Most of his chrome is almost perfect on this guy.
Holy
Not
crap.
bad from a figure that came out in '85. Like it's there. And then of course we got Ripper Snapper that came out in 1987. That was part of the Terracons. Who was a combiner. So man, everything's tight on this guy too. He's tight and right, just like you want the ladies. But yeah.
Yeah, I remember that one too, man. I had him.
Yeah, that's really tight. Good God. There it goes. So there he goes in his robot form. Wasn't much since they were combiners.
Yep.
And then we got old Grimlock.
Yeah,
Thing.
I remember as a kid, I had a Grimlock as well. That he was like inside of a shell of another.
Yes. So they did a Pretender series of figures for Transformers, and they had a Pretender shell one normally, and then they also had an exclusive to Kmart that was Pretender's Legends, and they came without the Pretender shell. So they did Grimlock, they did Bumblebee, and they did Jazz and Starscream.
Nice. Yeah, I had Starscream as well.
So there goes old Grimlock.
But they were a different mold, right? It wasn't the same.
Well, it was the same Pretender mold as the one with the shell.
Right.
The only thing different is he didn't come with the shell in Kmart. That's the only difference.
But that's different than this Grimlock entirely, right?
Oh yeah. That thing was tiny. That thing was like minuscule. I think I have it somewhere in the back. I just can't remember where at.
It's all right. Go find it. We'll wait.
Yeah, like I can dig through those crates in the back that easily. You know how long it takes me to dig through all those crates?
Yes,
it takes me days.
Yes, I do, my friend. Yes, I do know. Holy hell! Oh, I did find 2 bins of like older figures, like they're all loose. So yeah, next week I gotta find where I put my lights though for the light box. That I misplaced. But once I find them, I can do a couple others because I found some pretty cool stuff. But yeah, we'll leave it for next week though.
Not a problem. Not a problem. So I want to finish up with the first half of the creature stuff with something that's actually new, and it ties right into Transformers. Papa, have a drink. This is actually something new. I'd actually was given this one, so it's newer Hasbro stuff. One figure is really nice all the way around. The other one is half nice, and you'll understand what I mean by half nice once we get into this. So here's a look at this with our toy break for the night.
Hey everybody, what's going on? We're hanging out with Cliff Jumper, the master of the Transformers, right, Cliff Jumper? And we got one that was given us today because we normally aren't buying anything Hasbro until Hasbro decides they want to start giving us some good stuff. They want to give us some respect, and they don't want to shit on the fans. Because unfortunately, they seem to be in that mode right now. But we have, from Legacy Evolution, we have Swoop, and we have Dinobot Scar. I'm going to be quite honest, just on initial looks, this Scar one looks almost as bad as the Grimlock one that I had taken back. The Swoop, on the other hand, doesn't look half bad. I'm kind of interested to see what this one is going to look like. So we are going to go ahead and get these guys out of the boxes and take a look at them. So here we go with Swoop and Scar right out of the package. And just like I feared, Scar is a stupid, flat, blocky figure just like they did with Grimlock. Here we go with Swoop and Scar with their weapons. I will say that Scar does have a fair amount of articulation. He's able to get into a full kneeling pose, got a waist turn, got a head turn. I mean, that is okay, but it's just that flat-chested look that really makes this whole figure just kind of fall flat. Literally. Here we go with Swoop in his pterodon form and Scar in his Ankylosaurus form. I will say the Ankylosaurus form does look a lot better than the actual robot mode. And it's really nice that, once again, that they're using the tail to kind of go in there, but it almost looks like a hand. This looks like he could be part of something else, something bigger. I wonder what they're doing with that. There's also, on the bottom of Swoop, there's this port piece right here that comes out to make him look like he attaches to a larger figure. Jumper, no escaping.
Yeah, I seen the Swoop in stores. He looked pretty decent. Again, for like the core figures. I
Look,
only
you
have a
know what?
couple of
I
them, but
didn't get
not
into
bad.
all the posability of that though, real quick, Vinny.
Mhm.
And holy shit, man, he's got a bicep cup, he's got an elbow cut, he's got a full knee joint in there. The head
Swoop?
moves. Yeah, Swoop.
Nice.
He's
That's
got
pretty
tons
cool.
of articulation. Where that Scar figure, why he had the waist turn, that Swoop doesn't have, and he has a head turn. He doesn't have any kind of bends in the elbows whatsoever. Those arms are just straight blocked out arms.
Mm.
And he has bends at the knees and the hips. But yeah, like Swoop, all kinds of movement through the rest of that body. Like the articulation on that thing was absolutely shocking.
That's pretty damn cool. They haven't made him yet, right?
No, he is coming though. He is coming. They just did Snarl, who's the Stegosaurus.
Yeah.
They just did him, and he actually doesn't look half bad.
Sweet.
But real quick, there was a remember the mini-cons? I do remember the mini-cons. I do have an Armada Unicron, and he comes with a little planetoid mini-con. So I do have that. And speaking of Venom, who loves Marvel fan fiction shorts, I'm not creative sharing some stuff out there. Yeah, I know about that's the dirty laundry one. If that's what that is, I did see that.
Mm-hmm.
And thank you to I'm Not Creative for putting everybody's links out there. That is truly appreciated.
Yes, thank you.
Time Prophet says he likes the furry transformer in the back. Cliff Jumper, does the skeleton move? No, the skeleton, that's Fred. Fred never moves. He has been sitting in that spot for years. That is his permanent place at the table. Yeah, we are just a little bit strange here.
A little bit.
A little bit kooky and a little bit creepy. Night Time Prophet's going to bed. Night. Have a good one, Time Prophet.
Yeah,
thanks for
have a
stopping
good one.
in.
Have a good one, Time Prophet.
Nighttime Prophet.
Sleep well.
My
Yeah,
only
but,
issue with that whole thing was when you told Cliff Jumper not to escape. And I had a problem with that because Optimus Prime said that freedom is the right of all sentient beings.
Yeah, but Cliff Jumper doesn't think before he leaps, so you got to kind of rein him in a little bit. Hence the term Cliff Jumper. and it's absolutely hilarious because the figure Cliff Jumper from the Transformers, it says it right on the package. He leaps before he thinks. He just leaps into action without even worrying about the consequences of his actions, and that's exactly what our Cliff Jumper here does. He has literally leapt off the table once before, and luckily he didn't hurt himself. But this son of a bitch is crazy.
Oh shit!
Cocaine is a hell of a drug. It most certainly is. And Cliff Jumper, I swear, sometime he's hopped up.
Cocaine is a hell of a drug.
Cliff Jumper is hilarious. But the other thing I wanted to mention, so I showed that peg on the bottom of Swoop that pulls out. There's also one on the bottom of Scar. I didn't notice until I was getting ready to pack him away. And of course, his weapon looks like a fist as well. So it looks like they're taking those mini core figures of Dinobots and they're going to make them a merge group.
Oh, wow. I was curious if they were going to do that with the bigger ones too, but I guess not.
No, it looks like they're doing it with the core class figures, though, but they don't say anything. They're not hinting to it. But looking at that gun on the back of that Scar figure, you could definitely see that gun is a hand.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. That's cool, though. That's cool. At least they're doing something. Does that mean you're going to go back and buy the other one that you returned?
Oh, I don't know. That damn Grimlock was so ugly looking.
Yeah,
but if it's blocky like that because it's supposed to be part of a combiner, then maybe it makes a little bit more sense. I don't know.
But you don't know for sure yet if that's what they're doing, right?
Right. It's not set in stone. They don't hint at it on the box. They don't say anything.
Yeah, it's nuts.
I mean, then again, it might be in that little mini pamphlet that they include with the figures. You know, most people don't even read that damn thing. So maybe I should look through the pamphlet. Maybe there's something in there.
Yeah, take a look at that. Check it out. Since you're talking about Transformers, they have the Titan Decepticon Nemesis.
Yep.
Dude, that's crazy. That's huge.
Yeah, that one's something like 170 something, 180
On Big
something.
Bad Toy Store.
Oh, that's it. I was gonna say
$200?
$700.
It's 200 on Big
You
Bad
know
Toy
what I'm
Store.
thinking of? I'm thinking of what the last couple of Titan class ones. They were like 175, 185.
Yeah,
that was like what, a couple years ago.
Something like that. It's crazy that they're doing the ships and making them transform as well.
Well, they did the Ark, so it's
Yeah.
not really surprising that they're doing this.
Right, but the Ark never transformed.
It did in the Netflix version, I think.
I don't remember that. But this thing didn't. Do you remember this thing transformed?
No.
No way.
And the thing I don't like about this one, it looks very much like the later animated versions.
Yeah, your robot form looks terrible.
Yeah, I don't like it at all. I wouldn't buy it. I wouldn't.
Yeah. No, I don't blame you. I saw it pop up on here, so I'm like, oh, let me take a quick look. But yeah.
Angela says that's like the movie Optimus and Jetfire from Transformers 2.
Jetfire's so damn good.
Optimus Prime is boss. Awesome. Called Planet Dirt. 1 hour mark. Yeah, and here's a question. Gap After Dark. Have you seen Michael Myers' Halloween Kills figure? It's supposed to be coming out later this year from NECA.
I thought that already came out.
Yeah. Is that the one that had like the boxes looks like his mask looks more burnt up?
Yeah, and and I think he's like kind of dirty looking, like dusty looking.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that's at Walmart. You should check Walmart. I think that's where I seen it in passing, but I didn't open up the box.
I doubt I'll get that because my favorite version of Michael Myers is the original, from the first film.
Yep.
I do have what was it from the new trilogy that they came out with?
I think it was. Well, I have the first one from the new trilogy.
Yeah, that's the one I have as well. That's not too bad.
He's good. It's a good looking figure.
Yeah, because he looks a lot like he does like in the original.
Yep.
Now, Gap says it doesn't come out until October this year. Michael Myers Halloween Code. That's what it says on their website. Yeah, well, I wouldn't trust. Depending on the website, is that actually NECA's website, Gap? Because there's a few of these times where I've seen these figures and they say, hey, this figure's not coming out until this day. And I've actually seen other YouTubers talk about it. And case in point was the Splinter figure that I picked up from NECA. They said it's not coming out till Friday. I had that thing like earlier in the week, something like on a Tuesday or Wednesday. It was already in the store. It shouldn't have been, but it was there, meaning it had already come out. And God knows how long. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll tell you right now
that it's on their NECA website.
Yeah, I'll tell you that right now. That's what happens with NECA. Sometimes they'll put a later date because they think they're kind of expecting problems sometimes. And a lot of times you'll see that they'll be out a couple of months earlier. Because I know some of the Gargoyle ones, it was the same deal. There was shit that was super delayed, and then all of a sudden, like they started releasing like 3 figures at a time. And it's like, okay, well, these are supposed to be spaced out more, and they weren't. I know that happened with the Ninja Turtles lines as well. The Ronin figures, like they should have came out a couple of months later, but they came out way earlier. So yeah, you never know. It all depends on kind of how production's going, whether they run into problems or if they don't.
Oh wait, okay. So, do you mean Halloween Ends?
Oh, maybe it was that one.
Because that one is saying it comes out in October.
Yeah, it's got to be Ends because I'm almost certain. I'm thinking about it that I seen Halloween Kills on the store shelf.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got to be Halloween Ends. Yeah, it happens.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, Halloween Ends. Yeah. Okay. See that's where the confusion happens. Real quick, Angela Straven, I need to see if they have any figures of the new Final Fantasy 16.
Oh yeah, that game looks amazing. Yeah, he's been playing some of it. I wouldn't be surprised if someone's going to do it. It's either I think it's going to be what Play Arts. I think they do that type of stuff. I know they've had the license in the past. They're like 11-inch figures or something, but they're all like plastic. There's like no cloth or anything like that. And yeah, I would check some like overseas stuff. Some of like the Japanese companies, they love to jump on that.
Yeah, there's a few of them out there making some really good stuff, but then there's a few of them like really just stinking up the joint.
Oh yeah.
Jada Toys has really been dipping their toes all over the place, and I really hope to see more from them after seeing those Street Fighter figures, which I still haven't had a chance to review that damn Ryu figure yet, because I want to put him up against the Playmates one that came in the 2-pack with the Turtles. That Ryu looked pretty good, but this one looks spectacular. And I think those two together would be an awesome comparison.
I would love to see that. I want to see that review. Make it happen.
I will be working on it.
That's cool. Yeah, I have yet to see them in stores. But you didn't get Fei Long for yourself. You only picked them up for me, right?
Well, I couldn't find any more of them anyway.
Oh, wow.
Like after I got that one for you, they were all gone everywhere.
Damn. I know. I did look it up, and it looks like the Chun-Li is supposed to come out later. Technically she's in that line of the 3, but for some reason
there's a delay.
There's some kind of delay in hers. But they did solicit a couple of other ones as well, a couple other characters. So
no, I know on the back of the box they hint at a lot of really cool ones that they're going to be doing.
Oh my god!
And Draven, you are absolutely right. Some of these sites are really bad at updating the shit. Yep. It's just horrible. And no problems, Gap. It happens to us all. We all make some mistakes. We're thinking of one thing, we say the wrong thing, and shit happens. And you're damn right. Jada has done some really cool stuff. They did a lot of the Universal Monsters. They did a couple of these Street Fighter figures, and they were doing like a whole bunch before that. They were doing all these different vehicles. Like I've got the DeLorean from Back to the Future 3. Holy shit, is that thing amazing? And there's a whole heap ton of this goddamn car. It's die-cast too, but it's got light ups and everything on it. Like the amount of time that Jada put into making that stuff, incredible.
How big is that one that you got? Because I have a Back to the Future one as well, but it's maybe 4 inches, something like that.
This is something like it's got to be at least 10 inches, if not bigger.
Okay, all right. So you get the larger size.
Yeah, the real large one, and I got it. It was discounted in price too at the time when I picked it up, so it was only like $15.
Awesome.
And I was like, that big giant car that lights up for 15 and it's diecast. Oh yeah, I'm getting that.
That's killer. Oh, jeez, yeah. Well, when it was moving, I did find I have the Diamond Select. I think it's Back to the Future 2 DeLorean. I got that thing for a steal online. But it's got like a frosted kind of like paint job on it, as if it just came back from the future. When it got all ice on it.
Yeah.
Oh, it looks great, and it comes with the plutonium with the case, and each of the pieces of plutonium could come out. It's cool. It's in scale with the NECA figures too, by the way.
Really?
The ultimate ones, yeah. So I wanted to do that review before I moved, but I couldn't. I just did not have time.
They had that one, the Doc Brown from the first movie, and that was the one I really wanted to get. And at the time I couldn't get it. And then they had the Marty where he was on stage, where they actually had one of the hands that looked like it was disappearing. That was the next one I wanted to get, and then they were gone by the time I had the money to go get them. I was so pissed off about that. So now I'm kind of at the point where I've seen the second and third movie ones. I was like, I didn't get the ones I wanted to start off with, so it's almost like I don't even want to get my toes wet now. Then I'm wondering, like, well, what if I find these things cheaper later on, and I could have had to follow them?
Right? Oh shit!
Revealed figures at FF16 event, just no release date. They look pretty cool. Huh.
Oh, nice.
Bring Arts is the company.
Oh, is that it?
Great Scott! Why is everything so heavy? Is there a problem with the Earth's gravitational pull in the future?
Okay, I just typed in that company. Apparently, yeah, they do have the Final Fantasy. Holy shit, these things are expensive. not seeing 16 though. They have
Well,
like
that just proves what I've always said. You know
What's
that? There's one thing I've always said about Draven. What have I always said about him?
He's always downs.
No, he is a bougie vampire edgelord.
Oh, that's
because he can afford the expensive figures. Right now, if you can hear Draven, he's saying, "God damn."
We're only breaking balls. Yeah, no, Draven's awesome. But yeah, I don't know. What I'm looking at, they look kind of like a tuned version of some of the other Final Fantasy things. They have a lot of Kingdom Hearts stuff too. But I'm not seeing the ones from the new game. You found it on Twitter. Okay. Oh, shoot it over to me, and I'll show it.
Yeah, just send it right down to him.
Mm-hmm. He's like, "You son of a bitch."
It's not my fault, Draven. It's not my fault. I was born this way.
He's gonna start singing it.
Thank you, Ancient One. I appreciate that. So while we're waiting for Vampire Boy to send that over, I'm going to show off one other thing real quick. So this is actually going to be the last in the creature stuff that I'm going to be delving into, and this is from the Retro Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle line from Playmates. I've been waiting to get this one after I found out they released it and finally nabbed it, and now my collection now is 100% complete after they added this guy on.
Hey guys, what's going on now? Welcome back as we're hanging out with our good buddy Rorschach, a superhero pig. Oh, Mr. Rorschach gets all the superhero stuff. And this one is another good one, guys. We are digging into a retro line from Playmate Toys. We got Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Retro Splinter. Oh man, here we go. Finally got the entire collection together because originally Splinter didn't seem like he was part of that original collection because I remember looking on the back of the cards and they just had the 4 turtles and they had these 6 guys. They didn't have Splinter, but there's Splinter added in. Got the awesome little bio of Splinter in the bottom as well, and I find it really interesting. Everybody always thinks of Splinter, they think of the sword cane, but no, his weapon on the original one was listed as the ninja bow. Here we go with our retro Splinter right out of the package. I gotta say, this one feels very much like the old one with the soft goods sitting on there for his gi. I don't recall if this was a rubber belt the original Splinter had. It might have been. But, like, everything is here. Everything is here. This feels very retro. Of course, he's got the arms to move up and down on both sides. He's got the turn there at the forearms. The head does turn back and forth as well. The legs, they just move forward and back a little bit. There was not a whole lot of articulation in these guys, and there didn't need to be. But the tail does swish around as well, so you can kind of get him in some different poses with the tail as well. I think this one looks pretty cool. We'll go ahead and we'll give him his bow. But there you go. Splinter with his bow in hand because that was his weapon of choice. That was his speciality. Of course, Splinter does come with his cane as well. Of course, just like the original toy, it's a cane sword, so that is all there as well. I just wish they would do something slightly different with the way things break off the weapons tree because they're such a pain in the ass and everything needs to be kind of trimmed down. There's the rest of the weapon tree, of course, with the 2 throwing stars on there as well. Overall, I gotta say everything about this one feels on point. None of the weapons are actually warped or damaged, and everything pretty much goes into his hands the way they should. He has the articulation that you remember from the original one from the 80s. I think this one is actually perfect as far as a retro re-release of Splinter. 100% old school vibes all the way, just like the original, giving this one a 10 out of 10. This one is absolutely perfect the way it is as a re-release.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, heroes in a half shell.
Dude, yeah, that was some cool stuff.
No, I see everybody in the chat talking about they had that one, played with him for hours. Like, oh, look at Draven in with that. Love the old school turtles. Played with him for hours. Chaos Toy, he nice, and he thinks that he has that one. Nice, very awesome. Real quick, I want to hit on this. I'm not creative. But bougie. Can someone explain the definition of bougie? That is something new I have been hearing recently in the past 3 years. Anybody want to hit him with the definition?
It's actually what like communists and stuff used to accuse capitalists of being, like you can afford stuff and you live like a lavish lifestyle.
Lavish.
Yeah.
Thank you once again, Ancient One, dropping links in there as well. Thank you to all the people that have been modding here tonight. You all are amazing. I do appreciate it. You are helping us out so much by doing this. Turtles rule.
Yeah, they do. And I remember that one too. I had him. He was not easy to find. At least back when I was a kid, in the location, in the area where I was at. Yeah, we found maybe one of them, and then like a couple months later we were able to find like one other because my brother wanted them too. But it's crazy. It's crazy, some of these figures. But
and hold on, Vinny, it is really, really important that you put that figure up at the same time that I put Draven's comment up. Exhibiting qualities attributed to the middle class, especially pretentiousness or conventionality. The candlelit cocktail party was pretty bougie. And so was Drake.
Snobbish middle class. Unbelievable. But this is one of the characters from Final Fantasy 16. Awesome. If I remember, I only played one of these games, and like you could summon these things. Pretty damn awesome though. I dig that. I guess is this the main character? One of the main characters. I think this is Play Arts, and they changed their name to Bring Arts because it's the same exact style. I have Edward Kenway from Assassin's Creed. He's the pirate one, and the joints and stuff look very much like kind of how this guy is. And they are bigger figures. They're around 11 inches, something like that. But pretty damn cool. Yeah, these look great.
Yeah, very nice.
Oh yeah. Yeah, if I eventually get that system, like I would definitely jump on this game. Some of the stuff that Draven's been showing with his his live streams, the playthroughs and stuff. Man, the game looks like a lot of fun.
Final Fantasy games are great.
They are. I've only played 10, and then I bought with 10X2 or whatever
X2.
the hell it was.
Oh, good.
Oh my god. I played maybe 10 minutes. I'm like, I'm done with this. But I got it for a discount, so I wasn't too pissed off. I got it for like $10 or something. I'm like,
what a disappointment.
Do? Massive. And I was like stuck right from the beginning too. I'm like, what is this shit? Like it just pissed me off on every level. I'm like, this is not the same game. What did they do? They ruined it.
Yeah.
This is 10-2 gets better. Yeah, because I was kind of curious to see what was it, main character Yuna or something? Like she had guns. I'm like, what the hell? She didn't have guns in the first one, and I was kind of curious to see what they were going to do. And it's like, no.
Okay, Draven's last comment. This is why we need to bully him.
Oh boy.
His very last comment.
Yeah. Come on, dude.
We only allow this from you, Draven.
Right?
So Draven likes.
Okay.
I want to take their clothes off because that's what the bougie vampire does.
Oh shit.
That
was great.
Awesome though. Awesome, man. Draven, are you gonna dip your toes into that line? Okay, you give some different classes. You get Dark Knight and Berserker later.
All right.
Honestly, I didn't even play long enough to even discover that. Yeah. I just couldn't.
Yeah, it was just so stupid. Like from how amazing the previous one was and the
Yeah.
rich story, the art direction. Like I love what they did with the water and everything, the lighting. Like it was so much beautiful stuff, and it was like a sadder, darker story, but it was still really good. And especially if they had it like in a bright kind of setting like that, in the most part. And then I'm like, okay, I'm looking forward to seeing how are they gonna continue this.
Yeah.
Like the character was, the main one was pretty much he was like dead. He was a ghost or a spirit or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was nuts. And I'm like, oh no, they just went completely K-pop weird kind of. And at the
Yeah.
time, it's like I don't think K-pop even existed, but that's the direction that whole thing was in. Terrible. But
So he's
Chaos
actually
Soy,
looking for Titus in the second one.
yeah, that's the main character from 10, Titus. Oh,
Well,
I
you know
actually,
what? I was going to say real quick, like going back to Angela's statement about the outfit changes. I could see certain figures having outfit changes, so you can once again reenact different things. Because I see it all the time with the Gremlins figures. One of the line of figures that I wish they would have did it with, even though these were pretty much just posable statues, is I wish they would have did something similar like that when they were doing World of Warcraft. So this could have gave players the ability to build their own character with preset figurines. So if you just have a Tauren with a whole bunch of different accessories they can put on and mix and match to create your own character that you play in the game. I wish they would have did stuff like that when you're talking about, accessories and outfit changes and stuff like that. I wish they would have did that because that would have been really cool.
Yeah, I remember with Symphony of the Night, the Castlevania one, like you would find all these kind of different things, but like you never really seen it on your character. It's just like through the inventory screen. Like you'll get new pieces of armor and things and shoes and stuff like that. The only ones you really were able to see was the cloak, because like they had all the different cloaks, and some of them like he had the one that was like it was like beating like almost like a heart. It go from black to red, but it was it was pretty sweet. I think it was his blood cloak or something. But cool stuff for his midnight one. I forget. And Chaos Hoy, yeah, Ezio was one of my favorites as well. Yeah, his games were a ton of fun. I'd say Ezio, his games, and then the pirate one, because the pirate one wasn't really like an Assassin's Creed game. It was more like a pirate one that had some elements of Assassin's Creed.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, I played that one nonstop. Like even after the game was finished.
Oh,
I just had so much fun, especially with the open world stuff that you were allowed to get extra parts for the ship and everything like that. The extra outfits and stuff.
Yeah. And
I spent countless hours.
The four corners of the map, and you can get the mega ships.
Yep.
Yeah, when you defeat all of them, you get that extra ramming ability.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, dude, that was fantastic.
Oh yeah, freaking throw the mortars.
Oh yeah,
fire the front guns,
yep.
Ram them, and then as you ram them, turn sideways and then hit them with a broadside.
Yep, and taking out those forts were a blast too. Hitting like the proper locations on them and just watching them explode like that. Very cool stuff.
Yeah, pirates were fun.
Nice. Hell yeah.
You know what wasn't bad either? It was the Xbox 360 exclusive. It was the last one they did was the Rogue. It was the one with the Templar.
Yeah, I never played that one. I wanted to. I think it's on the
Switch.
Switch.
A good game.
Yeah, I think it's on the Switch. But it's like a downloadable. They have the two of them together. I think it's the Edward Kenway's game, and then that's the physical, and then I think they give you like a code to download Rogue.
Black Flag was great. Just did ship battles. I had to upgrade to where I could just ram you up. And that exactly what we're saying. I'm not creative. It's still in the cocaine song. That's always a good one. Really good stuff, though. Really fun stuff.
Yep.
So I got another figure here because the guinea pig did come prepared tonight. But before I get into my next figure, I want to show off something old school because I like to mix in a few of the older things with the newer things. And since this shitty ass movie is bombing in the theaters right now, I wanted to take it a little bit old school and show off some figures that actually look better than the crap that they're re-releasing right now. And I've got some of those old school Raiders of the Lost Ark figures. Yeah, so got Tote right there. He's got his removable jacket. Somewhere I've got the pistol for him too. And of course, if you see Hylam, you can probably just about make out the indentation in his hand from the medallion.
Yeah.
The fact that they even put that in there is pretty hilarious. Of course, got the swordsman. His sword, that's something else. It's in another box somewhere. I got Sala. Sala only came with a torch, which was kind of weird, but 100% complete. Everything in there, all the original. And, of course, we got Indy. This guy got the most wear. As you can see, the paint's a little bit worn on his hands. But guess what? His quick draw action, it still works.
Oh, wow.
And he came with the gun, and he actually came placed with the stored whip on the side. Once again, I believe I have both of those pieces. They're just stored in the back somewhere. But the face on this one actually looks better than the retro re-release that they did. And 10 times better than that garbage-ass Temple of Doom one that they just did with him in Short Round.
Yeah.
God, those figures look horrendous. And the face on it looks like a bowling ball on that new retro release figure.
I gotta say, that figure looks better than I do.
I wish I could have got more of those figures because I know they had a few other, like they had the motorcycle with the sidecar. They had that big, giant troop transport. They had the map room for the Well of Souls. And I believe they also had a Well of Souls playset. Because I seem to remember the Ark. Oh, and they also had a special mail-away figure for Belloc. So they also had I think they had the end scene playset as well, where they're opening the Ark. I think they might have had that as well. Or maybe that was part of the mail-away. I forget. But I know they had the Belloc, and then they wound up re-releasing Belloc when they did these retro toys as a standalone figure. You know, because they're not doing the giveaways anymore like they used to.
Right.
Goddamn toy companies are all about making as much money off the fans as they can now, and it's disgusting.
Yep. It's terrible.
Bad news, you want to kick them blues, cocaine. Your day is done and you want to run. Cocaine. She don't lie. She don't lie. She don't lie.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
That's right.
That's the way every one of those songs should end. Okay, but getting that out of the way, there is one last figure that I actually have in the roster of stuff that I prepared. They probably took the old mold out of their broom closet and they cleaned it up for leftover plastic residue. You know, right? I would not doubt it at this point because they look horrible. God, they look terrible. I looked at them and at first I was like, oh, wow, Temple of Doom. And I was like, God, these look like shit. And they were already marked down. They were already marked down and they were just
crazy.
That's saying that you believe in your product. Okay, so here's the last figure of the night that I actually have prepared. Now, this one is not Creature. We've gotten through all the creatures now at this point. So this guy is just something that I picked up and I've been waiting to get. And I tell you what, I think he's another one that blows me out of the water. This one is damn near close to perfect. And let's take a look at the latest acquisition, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Hey guys, what's going on? And welcome back as we're hanging out with Rorschach, Superhero Pig. And what do we got this time? From NECA in conjunction with Nickelodeon, we got Eastman's and Laird's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. We've got the Shredder Battle Damage version. Here we go with Shredder right out of the box. I love how comic accurate that this one looks. This one actually looks fantastic. Now, I know everybody's thinking, well, Shredder was that burgundy reddish color in every other iteration, but in the comics they originally did have him slated to be kind of like a bluish color. So this is the color that they wound up going with for the comic version. As you can see right here, Shredder does come with a fair amount of articulation. I just love the way this color, the color patterns look. I love the way they do the cell shading on these figures for the Eastman and Laird's comic version of all these characters. These things look damn near spot on to what you see in those original comics. Just like the original comic, Shredder's not ready to go out on his own. He's got a thermite grenade in his hand ready to take the turtles out with him. Of course, he's got a few different hands. He's got 6 total extra hands, and of course, this thermite grenade sitting right there. Overall, with the amount of articulation that is in this thing and the comic book accuracy, I am giving this one a 9 out of 10. Granted, some of the poses like this one is really difficult to get him to stand up on his own feet, and that is kind of understandable because of the way the pivot points are working. It is going to be a little bit difficult to get him in a crazy pose like that and expect him to stand on his own. A small flat base actually worked perfectly well, and he's standing up absolutely fine. And of course, just like the end of the pages of those comics, he does come with a destroyed arm gauntlet that the turtles find at the end of the fight with the Shredder. Because as you know, Shredder didn't make it to the end of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles in the first couple books. He was actually killed off quite early. I think this one is absolutely phenomenal. 9 out of 10 for this Shredder figure.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Heroes in a half shell.
Very cool.
Yeah, he looked really good.
Yeah, that's awesome.
It's a beautiful figure. And what's going on? Soul Assassin, man, I seen you come into the chat and I didn't say hi. What is going on? Thank you for stopping in. Yeah, everybody agrees that it's a cool looking figure. Curtis was worried about knee bends, but they were almost like seamless knees in there. And it is double jointed knees, double jointed elbows, and everything unlike that freaking cartoon version of Casey Jones that I had taken back to the store. Everything on this guy moves and turns like it should, because that's the way it should be done. And that's the way I'm used to NECA doing it. Mm-hmm. And this one did not disappoint. Everything was there. There's rockers in the bottom of the feet along with a pivot, double jointed knees, the movement up at the top of the legs with a nice ball swivel at the top of that hip. And the arms move up as far as the pauldrons on his shoulders will allow him. But he does have a bicep cut that allows you to get a little bit of extra movement along with the wrist and a bend in the wrist, as well as he has a double jointed head. So they're doing the thing with this one where the bottom of the whole bottom part of the neck and everything comes out of the figure. So it's not just the top of the head. It's the whole bottom of the neck and everything that comes out. So there's actually supposed to be another joint in the bottom end, like a swivel or something. Mm-hmm. But I couldn't seem to bend that one because that one was actually too tight. But it is there, and if you heat it up, you can bend that as well. But there was so much range already just with the top ball in the head that I didn't even feel like I needed to heat up that swivel in the bottom. It was fine just the way it was.
Nice.
Let's see if I can... show them off right there. Like, it's just a beautiful looking figure overall. Like,
yeah, the way they did that kind of like almost cell shaded kind of, you know, like they attack it with a marker. Like it looks good. It works.
I mean, look at all that movement in the head, just as it is, just on that ball at the top. But right here, you can see the pivot point.
Yep.
There's a pivot point in the bottom of the neck, and both heads have that too. It's just
that's awesome.
Yeah, it's just like a little bit too tight, but I mean, he's got an amazing amount of movement in this figure. The only thing that was a little bit of a miss, I thought, is they didn't do a waist cut. They just have a waist swivel. That was why I only gave him a 9 out of 10. Yeah, that was the only reason he got a 9 out of 10, because that felt lazy. But everything else that they did in this with double jointed elbows and everything, and the armor is soft, so you don't have to worry about like
that's
getting
good.
caught on something and breaking. It's all soft like rubber and everything, including the spikes, so you don't have to worry about damaging them. I think that was a very smart move. But yeah, there's the bicep cup, so you can get that around and get extra movements.
That's crazy, because you know what they could have just done? They could have given him like a ball joint, like where the sash is. You know?
Yep. And he does have toe movement.
Yeah, look at that. They went all out on him, and they just missed that one point. Which again, for like a ninja or assassin type characters, like you want him to have a full range of motion.
And you can get like those super wide stances. Brandon, I'm trying to look down at the camera and pose them so I'm not looking at the right angle, but I mean, you can get him in a super wide stance.
Soul Assassin was asking,
wind up.
he was asking, did he come with a cape, or should I get like a bendable cape to add more, looks for Shredder?
No, he didn't get a cape or anything. He got that. He got 6 extra hands. He got the thermite grenade, and I think that was just about. Oh, in the destroyed arm gauntlet, because in the end of the comics, I think it was Leonardo or somebody picks up the destroyed arm gauntlet, and they actually included that. They were like paying attention to the pages of the damn book.
Nice, that's great.
18 likes, awesome. Awesome.
That's it. Keep liking.
It does, Curtis. It like ripped right out of the pages. Gap After Dark, have a good one. Thanks for being here.
Yeah.
Have a good one, man.
Yeah. Rorschach, he needed lettuce. He had to be bribed. Sometimes the pigs do have to be bribed to do their own damn jobs.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, even with the waist and everything, it's still a 9 out of 10. It's a very solid figure, and like I don't know many figures that can get this wide of a pose. Like it's kind of hard to see in that camera angle, but look how wide the legs are posed out, and he's still standing. Like how many figures can you say can do that? Like all I have to do is make sure I get him on his feet. But yeah, to be able to just stand like that, not many. Not many. What's going on, Lime Rat? Good to see you.
What's up, brother? Nice.
You're here because the outside world rejects you. This is your family. I am your father, Shredder. That beautiful figure, though, man. Beautiful figure.
Yeah, man. Loving this thing. Sweet.
But yeah, that is the end of all the figures that I had prepared for today. I was a very busy pig today.
Yeah, you were. Lots of great stuff.
Now the Casey Jones one, I'd like to get him the ultimate foot soldier. Which holy crap! Like when I seen that in the store, and it was a toss up between him and Splinter, which one I was going to nab at the time. Then when that's all the money I had to just grab one figure. All the accessories that one came with, I was really on the fence until I noticed the little mini turtles with Splinter. Once I seen all the baby turtles that Splinter came with, that's when I was like, oh, I'm sold. That's the one I'm getting. But yeah, the foot soldiers, like, holy crap, all the accessories they can't come with. If you get a couple of them, yeah, you can easily army build and make them all look different because they came with like they came with 3 heads. So the one on there, 2 extra heads, and a ton of different weapons that you could army build the foot soldiers with. Like they really did think it all out with this series from Eastman and Laird, and yeah, absolutely like ecstatic to be able to have these in my collection. And I haven't been this excited for turtle toys in a very, very long time. But with the retro re-releases and the stuff they're doing for Eastman and Laird's, man, they have me hooked right now.
Yeah, I gotta agree, man. If I could have, I would have definitely gotten these because, excellent figures, But like you said, you get one, you can't stop. You gotta.
It's really, I was actually almost considering maybe going back and looking for the Shredder clones now, but I was like, I seen them in the store and I didn't think a whole lot of them. I thought they were kind of goofy looking.
Yeah.
But considering how much of a knockout every other figure I picked up from this series has been so far, I almost want to go back and get it now just to have it.
Yeah, no, I hear you, dude. I seen they have the 2 packs of the movie Shredder and Splinter.
Yes, I did see them, and they look pretty fantastic too.
Yeah.
Are they by NECA or are they done by Playmates?
No, they're NECA. Yeah, they're the movie ones that I've seen. They had both the human forms of them in a 2-pack at one of the Walmarts I used to go to, and then they have the ones where it's it's the actual giant, like the big rat and Shredder with his the helmet and everything, and the purple-ish outfit.
Get it?
I wish.
Appreciate that. I'm not creative. Yeah, I'll tell you what. The one other one that I want to get is I want to get Fugitoid. But once again, going back to that, I am not paying $99 because somebody had signed a box and it got reprinted with a signature on it, because that's not a real signature. It's not
ridiculous.
worth that much.
No. I'm surprised they even sold that in the store. That's like something you find in a comic shop or something.
Well, I mean, because it's not a real signature. I mean, that's the only reason they're selling in the store, and there's no real extra value there because they got a printed signature on it. I will say this though: the one thing that I found out, I thought that they were reusing some of the artwork initially when I first started picking these turtles up, and it turns out that Eastman was actually doing artwork for the packages for these figures.
Oh, that's cool.
So he was doing more in vein of the old school artwork, but he was doing brand new artwork for the packages. And I was like, wow, that is really cool.
Nice.
That is definitely, I think, like a big, thumbs up to the fans. Mm-hmm. Because why else would he take the time to do that if it wasn't like, a big thank you to all the fans that supported that franchise for all those years.
Yeah, I agree, dude.
Yeah, it does. Well, at the very end of the second Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle book, Shredder is beaten by the Turtles, and Leonardo hands him the sword, and he says, regain your honor and commit seppuku, kill yourself. Shredder says, never. He says, I will take all you dogs with me, and he pulls out what he says is a thermite grenade. He says, I will take you all with me. And then they kick him off the rooftop, and as he falls into a dumpster, the grenade goes off, and it's assumed that he's killed. He does come back later on in the comics.
Yeah. But
initially, he's initially supposed to be just toast, and they weren't originally going to bring him back.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's cool that they did. I mean, I don't know. They did do such a great job with those books.
I love those books. I have that collected series. It's got the first 7 issues.
Oh, nice.
And you know what? It is so excellent because it's all done in the original black and white. There's nothing changed. Mm-hmm. I would have liked to have picked up the other ones, but I never could find them. Like, I was going out to Barnes & Nobles and some of the other stores, and they just never had them in stock. And it really pissed me off because I really wanted to get the rest of that collected version of those things. I forget how many they did. I want to say it was like 4 or 5 of them, I think, but it could have been more. But yeah, oh damn, just excellent. And then every time I pick up a figure like this, I want to thumb through the book and find exactly where they got the inspiration for the figure. And every single one of these figures that are comic related, I have found the pages in the book to match up with everything that's with the figure and the look of the figures.
Sweet. Yeah, man, good stuff.
That's attention to detail, love to the fans, and you know what? For something like that, I don't mind spending a little bit more money than I should if I'm getting something from somebody who's actually respecting the fans and paying attention to what was there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they really did step it up. At least the last couple of years, man. Say at least 3 or 4 years now in a row. Like, their production value, their detail, everything is just extra on point.
It just baffles me why their cartoon series is so lacking, though. Like, I don't know. That's like incredibly disappointing because, like, you see all the awesome detailing, all the extra, that they're doing with the joints and all the accessories, and you get the cartoon version. Okay, Neck is probably knocked that out of the park with this too. And that Casey Jones and the Foot Soldier were both incredible flops. Like, they were so disappointing. Both of them were falling apart and breaking. I was like, Jesus, this is the kind of shit that people were complaining about with the regular Ultimates line, which I haven't seen. I have not seen it with the Ultimates line, but I've definitely seen it with their cartoon versions. Mm-hmm. And because of that, I will never purchase one. My wife gave me the Casey Jones Foot Soldier with the slash the abdomen. Like, and it's got a bendy wire holding the top of the figure and the bottom of the figure together. One single bendy wire. Like, who would even think to be that stupid to put something together like that?
Right.
And then they zip tie this thing down into the package to the point where you're trying to get zip ties out, let alone getting out of the plastic molding of the packaging, that the damn bendy wire starts breaking on you. It's like, it's just absolutely fucking retarded. There's no other word for it.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, special.
I mean, I kind of hope maybe they'll go back to the drawing board with some of that and fix it. But as for now, I am sticking with the comic book version ones because they've been spectacular. They've been hitting all the right notes for me, and they've been taking everything right out of the pages of the comic, and you can't ask anything more if you are a fan of this franchise, especially if you remember the old comic books. And if you don't, I would highly recommend picking up one of those mini compendiums that they have for the original Eastman and Laird Turtles. They're still out there. Find them, collect those things, and you will probably appreciate this line more. And if you're a collector, you will more than likely want to get into it too. And you will waste money like I do, finding some place to try to store these things as you are running out of space in your entire house. Join us. Join us.
One of us. No, us. Oh shit.
But as far as that, like I said, I know I'm looking for Casey Jones. I'm looking for the Foot Soldier. Everything else that I've wanted, like as far as the Retro Turtles, I've already gotten. There's a few of the Masters of the Universe Origin figures that I still want to pick up, like Triclops and. Oh, God, there was one other one. There was Triclops and somebody else. I forget who it was offhand. But there's a few figures from that line I want to nab. But other than that, I think I've gotten just about everything else that I've wanted. I picked up all the Terminators that I wanted. I picked up every last one of the Predator 2 figures that are out. Mm-hmm. There's nothing out there other than maybe a couple Gremlins figures. Like, I'm kind of in this loop now of waiting to see what's going to come out next.
Yeah.
To see what the next line is I'm going to be looking forward to. I mean, there's so many really cool franchises. I would like to see him dip back into the Friday 13th series because I would like to see Jason from Jason Takes Manhattan. I would like to see Jason X. There's a few other figures I would definitely want to see. Is there anything that you guys are looking forward to at this point besides Universal Monsters like Bride of Frankenstein, The Creature? Is there any other ones you'd like to see him do?
I know there's stuff, but I can't think of anything right now. Just because, again, I'm just so burnt out after all this shit.
I'd like to see them make Angela from Sleepaway Camp.
Nice. Does she come with this strip away action
with the surprise? Is it the surprise ending version?
Yeah, of course. That's the accessory.
Oh shit!
It comes with an extra head, just not the one you're thinking of.
Terrible. Oh, by the way, Tommy, if you are looking for the Back to the Future stuff, it's on eBay, and they're pretty good prices.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm going to have to take a look at that.
Including the one like with the hand that disappears.
Shit, I gotta look at that. I gotta look at that.
Not bad. Because I told you, I have, I think, 2 Martys. I have the original looking one with the, with the big puffy red vest thing. Would you fall off a boat? I have the one from his look from the second movie with the board, which is pretty cool. And I have both Doc Browns. I have the was it the 1950s look, and the one where he's got the white plutonium suit on.
Well, did you see the other one with Marty where he's got the black jacket on where he's playing on stage?
Black jacket.
Yeah, they have one where he's wearing a black jacket where he's playing on stage.
Like at the end of the movie?
Yeah.
Oh no, I have not seen that. The one I've seen where he comes with a guitar and he's on stage, it's the same. It looks like the same figure from the first one, except he does not have the red on. It was just when he was doing like the audition for Huey Lewis in the News.
Mm-hmm. Also, there's another Morty. I've seen it once. Didn't have the money to pick it up. It's actually from the comic Tales of Suspense, which is supposed to be a play into the Back to the Future stuff, where he's actually in a yellow hazmat suit, like he's seen kind of like in the beginning of the movie. So they have him in the yellow hazmat suit.
Oh, I didn't know
From
that.
Tales from Suspense, and on the box art, it actually says Tales of Suspense.
Oh, that's great.
I did not finish them all yet, Curtis. I'm actually in the process of trying to build a diorama before I show off all the rest of them, because I want to get them all done like a diorama of the ship.
Nice.
And it's just taken forever to get everything together to do that diorama. I've just been so busy with everything else. It just never ends. Plus, taking care of Cringer.
Yeah. Yeah, how is he doing?
Oh, Cringer's doing much better. So the doctor gave me a bunch of other medications. That was why I had a $200, almost $30 vet bill, because all the extra medications the medication cost more than the actual visit.
Oh, yeah, for sure. It's crazy, man. Fucking crazy. Oh, I do have the Biff from the 1950s as well.
Oh, yeah, where it's got the almanac on the front cover.
Yeah. Dude,
did you know
beautiful figures.
Did you know they also did, it was limited, I think, but they did a reproduction of the almanac itself?
Oh, nice. No, I didn't know that.
I'd gone on a Back to the Future fan site, and I'd seen all the stuff that NECA did, and one of them was actually the damn book. I was like, really? That's actually kind of interesting.
That's killer. It really is cool. No, I'm looking on all over the place. I'm not seeing the one you were talking about.
The Tales of Suspense.
Yeah, either one. That one and the one where he's got like the black jacket from the dance. I don't see that either. Was that NECA?
I'm positive it was.
Is
this it? Yeah, here it is. Hold on. Let me share screen.
Yeah, I'd love to see that.
Let's see if I can bring this up.
I know they made Griff as well. His, the one with the hat and the, was the Pitbull one?
Let's see. Visit that site. There you go.
Oh yeah. This one I've seen. Oh, I thought you said it was a different version of it.
Oh well, I was talking about the Tales from Space. I thought it was Tales of Suspense.
Yeah, that I've seen. I haven't seen the one with the black jacket from the dance.
Okay. Well, there's that one. Let me see if I can find the black jacket one.
Yeah, they're cool though, man. Again, NECA's just been hitting out of the park with it. I'm curious if they're gonna do part 3 as well, because so far everything they've done is from 1 and 2. Because like the Clint Eastwood there, the version of him, like that would be great to have as well.
Oh, it wasn't a black jacket. It was gray. I thought it was black. Hold on.
It was the one. I think it was the band rehearsal one or something, right?
Well, it was the one where you're supposed to be playing on stage, I thought. It's like a green. It's like actually a blue jacket. It's a jean jacket, kind of.
Yeah, they just took the red vest off of him. I think he was an exclusive at Walmart for a short time. It's not showing up for me over here.
Not showing up?
No.
Nope.
No, nobody's seeing that?
Nope.
What are you just seeing? The picture?
Nothing. Just seeing the background.
Yeah.
Huh. Let me try it again. That's weird. I wonder what's going on. Always something, isn't it?
Yeah, it always freaking is.
Coming up now?
Yep.
Yeah, there he is. Yeah, that's the one I was talking about. Yeah, that's when you were talking about it too. Is with the hand that disappeared. Which again, this never happened in the movie. Not in that look. His hand was vanishing when he was at the dance for his parents. Remember? After he got out of the car, I think, out of the trunk of the car.
Yeah, and he was in a more appropriate outfit. He wasn't wearing.
Yeah, he was wearing the 1950s kind of dance clothes. Yeah, it's because he was supposed to do that. He was supposed to be handsy on his mom. That was a creepy scene, though. Sorry. That's the
Battle
only
of
thing
the
I
Bands,
did.
Dishes. Yeah.
Yeah. That's the one. Yeah, I thought you meant they had the other version, but
Yeah, I could have swore I seen one with a black jacket too, but I guess not. I guess that's the one I've seen.
well, I'm waiting to see the one when they went back to the 1950s. I think was it the third or the end of the second movie? No, the end of the second movie when they go from the screwed up version of 1985 and they go back to 1950 to get the almanac. And he's got on like his spy clothes, like he's got the hat on, the sunglasses, and the black leather jacket. Like there's still a number of looks to release for the figures if they want.
No, they could definitely go into it a lot more. And like you were saying, doing that freaking Western one where he's calling himself Clint Eastwood.
Yep.
I mean,
And
there's
Doc
so
Brown,
much more they can do.
Yeah, Doc Brown looked awesome too.
Well, did you see they did a modern Biff too, from Back to the Future too?
Yeah,
Griff.
Yeah. Hold on, I got it up. Yeah, there he is with the big board.
Yep.
Pitbull. What was written on that? Dude, they look great.
They do look marvelous.
Yeah, it is one of my favorite franchises growing up as a kid, watching all those movies. And I did meet this dude, Tom. I forgot his last name. I met him at one of the conventions. We were coming back from MegaCon, the Orlando MegaCon, and we walked from the convention center to the hotel, and saw him getting out of his car. And he said hi and everything, and he was coming towards the elevator as well, but some stupid bitch got in the way, and she's like, she was like hogging the way and just kept hitting the buttons. I'm like, and he was looking at us like, is anyone gonna hold the door for me? And we couldn't because like my hands were full with everything. I had the portfolios and everything with me, and all my shit. But yeah, no, he's awesome. If you ever get to see this dude, the one who played the Biff, at conventions and shit, he is hilarious, and he has like a whole bit that he does on stage, singing a song and playing a guitar about all this stuff. Like he makes like a giant joke about it. It's great. You can find it on YouTube.
I would definitely like to get into getting some of these, but once again, I know I'm going to run into that problem of I'm going to want to go back and get everything that I missed the opportunity to get the first time around. But if they have a bunch of them on eBay, and if they're cheap enough, who knows? It might even be a store that I've frequented, so sometimes I actually get discounts from those people.
Yeah, take a look. Yeah. It's worth it. I know, like I have this Doc Brown in the white and the one from 1950s. I didn't like the futuristic look, so I just skipped it. But I do have that Marty from the second one. He looks really good.
Now, is that the one that comes with the elongated sleeve?
No,
that's a different one. That's the future Marty.
No, that is the future Marty. But they didn't do the sleeves. Instead, like he comes with the board.
I could have swore I seen one with a sleeve.
No.
It had like an extended sleeve.
Not unless it was some other kind of exclusive, maybe to like San Diego Comic-Con. Like I know they do shit like that. But no, this one's great. I really liked it, and it does hold pretty well too. The board. It's like on like a little half circle kind of thing. That clear piece. But yeah, they did a great job.
Yeah, I could have swore I seen something for that, and I'll be damned if I remember where I've seen it.
Did they do Toonie Terrors of?
They should. Oh wait, no, they did. They did. Yeah, but they look terrible. I do recall seeing them. Yeah, they look pretty bad. Yep. Yeah, this was it. It wasn't Toonie Towers, but something close to it. I guess like a cartoon version.
Oh, Toonie Classics. Okay.
Yeah. You asked.
Oh my god.
They did make them. Biff looks yeah, these look terrible. Terrible. Yeah, here's a better look.
Ugh.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell crack they were on when they decided to do that.
This is heavy, Doc.
This doc looks like he belongs in Wreck-It Ralph.
Yeah.
They completely ruined it.
God.
I mean,
What's that? Looks like Mars Attacks.
I mean, it didn't. I thought for sure when they were doing that they were trying to capture the cartoon look, but it doesn't even look like the cartoon.
No.
His face, he looks like the shrunken head at the end of Beetlejuice in the waiting room.
Yeah.
Beetlejuice, that's what NECA needs to do.
Yeah, a proper one, yeah.
Yeah.
I agree. But yeah, it's crazy stuff.
Yeah, I wish I could remember where I seen that one, or I'd pull an image of it up. But I seen one where it looked like they had remember that stupid expanded sleeve that the Future Marty had hanging? Yeah, I seen a figure with that on it, and I'm like, I cannot seem to find it. Mars Attacks.
Maybe it was one of the Hot Toy ones.
That's possible. That is possible.
Yeah, yeah, they did make a Beetlejuice, but way back in the day. I have a feeling we're gonna get one from the new movie coming up, from the second one.
Well, I think they're going to do that. They're probably going to re-release some older figures, or maybe do updated figures of the old movie too.
Yeah,
I mean, it would make sense.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because this is the only one they had, and it was back from their original line. They call them the Cult Classics. And yeah, there was no articulation in the legs whatsoever. They did them more like statues. So yeah, again, that's not bad, but compared to what they do now, it's like night and day.
Yeah, they could do an amazing figure.
Mm-hmm. Oh, this is a 1/6 scale one. Pretty cool.
Sideshow.
I guess so, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and they made it a big one too, 18 inches. They blew up the small one.
It talks.
Yep.
I still have that old school one. I think it was my brother's. It was a little Beetlejuice, like a doll. And when you pull the pull string in the back, he talked, and he had 3 or 4 different phrases, and his head would spin around.
Nice. Yeah, I had a couple of these when I was a kid, these kind of more retro looking ones. But the original one's not what they did.
The wedding outfit.
Yeah. So that's cool. I guess they did make some of them, but it's time to update that shit. Give us some ultimate versions, fully articulated, all that good shit.
I guarantee they would sell out.
Hey, look, there's the shrunken head guy. You see the 4-pack?
Oh, over here.
Yeah, there's the shrunken head guy.
Yeah.
Oh, look, it's got that burnt up smoker guy too.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's hilarious. Holy hell. Cool. Yeah.
That's some good stuff right there. Anybody else with a wish list?
Again, I'm
Not
sure
really.
there's some. But I'm drawing a blank right now.
Yeah, not really.
No. No, I think that is going to wrap up the show for tonight. Then, guys, let's go ahead and everybody take a moment and let everybody know what they got going on.
It's me, Mario Kartitis. Oh no.
We may or may not be having a stream tomorrow. I don't know yet. I honestly don't know. I'm still in the middle of a lot of stuff. But if not, I'll try to do one on Sunday. Yeah, I think I should still be popping up on a few other people's streams later this week. But yeah, it was great to jump on this one. Tommy again, you rock. Trina, always fantastic. Some of my favorite people, and Slasher. Always a blast hanging out with you too, my friend. Everyone in chat, you guys and girls rock. Have an awesome night.
Thank you, Vinny, and I hope the soreness from the move wears off sooner than later, because I know what that's like. And
I've been living off of Advil.
God, I do not miss moving. I am so glad that I'm stuck right where I am right now. I ain't moving. They ain't getting me out of here. They're going to have to use a couple earth movers, maybe a few nuclear bombs, and I'm going to dig in. They're still not going to get rid of me. So we're going to take it on over to...
What car is that coming up? Creep. Drive by.
Thanks for having me on. This was a lot of fun. Awesome stream. It was great to be with you guys. Awesome to have you with us again, Vinny. And nice to see all you guys in the chat as well. Catch me on my channel at Real Horror, REEL. Wednesdays at 7 p.m. I do movie reviews, and you'll also find some toy reviews on my channel as well. I got to put some new ones up because I'm way behind. But hope you guys all have an awesome weekend.
Awesome. Thank you for coming in, Trina. And I'm going to be looking forward to the next movie talk.
Oh, yeah. Next movie we're doing is Lost Boys.
I love that movie.
Awesome.
Very cool.
Yeah.
The one thing I always hated about hanging out on Draven's channel, all the damn bougie vampires. You want to let them know when that one's going to take place?
Yeah, that'll be next Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern on my channel.
Awesome. Thank you again for hanging out with us, Trina. It's always important that you come in class to join up, because we're all a bunch of degenerates and we need somebody that has a little bit of balance here.
I love how you lie about me like that.
We're going to give it over to Slasher.
And that all day long, I put up a dog's ass. Just bang, bang, bang up his ass. That's my pleasure.
Thanks for letting me chill. Usual toy talk, Tommy. It's always fun. Always have a blast chilling here for you guys. This Saturday we're gonna have a discussion about a movie from 1994 called "Surviving the Game," starring Ice-T. Don't let that sway you from the movie. It's a good movie. And I started something yesterday. We're watching episodes of MTV's Wrestling Society X from 2007. Tommy had fun with that yesterday, watching the jackass announcer run around the ring like a moron. It was pretty funny. And
That was hilarious.
But that's it. That's me.
Thanks, Slasher. Always a pleasure, and it's always fun hanging out with you, talking about some of those movies. Like I remember talking about Surviving Game a long time ago, and a lot of people are like, "I don't think I've ever heard of that one."
It's one of those. It's one of those it's kind of swept under the rug through the years, you know. Yeah,
absolutely was. Everybody in the chat, thank you for hanging out with us. Thank you for all the moderators that have been dropping links. Thank you, Ancient One. Thank you, I'm Not Creative. I think Curtis, did Curtis drop any links or not? I can't keep track now. There's so many cool people that have been in the chat that have been doing stuff for us tonight. Thank you, every last one of you that come through it and to hang out with us, drop links, and just take part in the conversation. There was a few people that mentioned some of the toys that they would like to see. I like Blade Runner from Curtis. I'd like to see some Blade Runner figures. I would also like to see an updated Escape from New York Snake Plissken. That'd be something else that would be on my wish list. Draven said Legacy Collection Titanus from MMPR is my holy grail. Nice. Everybody's got something in particular they would like to see, and hopefully some of these toy companies are paying attention to that. I know Ancient One does have a raid target in mind. So Ancient One, if you want to go ahead and drop that link, you can go right ahead and drop that link, guys. If you do stop in and check out those people there, be sure you hashtag guinea pig raid. And thank you for coming, every last one of you. This has been a blast talking about some of the figures that we're collecting right now, some of the older stuff. And we're going to keep going every single week as often as we can, unless something really major comes up that we can't do a show. But it's all about having fun and talking about the things that we enjoy. And we get a chance to avoid all the my coach at war nonsense for a little bit and just have a little bit of fun. Because if you don't stop to have a little bit of fun once in a while, you're absolutely going to go batshit crazy like some of those people that are sniffing glue on some of the bigger channels. Guys, never let anybody tell you what you can or can't say, what you should or should not think, because your compliance and your silence gives consent, and we will catch you next time. Later, y'all.
You better run, Mojito.
You what? I thought you said don't move.
That was before. Now, you run.